Hey, what up? What up? What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Welcome back to another episode, man. Live episode, podcast episode. Let's get it. The Real Mojo TV in the building. All right, man. So, I know y'all remember when Complex did the most, I guess, the number one hip hop podcast, hip hop podcast. Yeah, it was the number one hip hop podcast, and they had Joe Budden number one. Everybody went crazy. All the other hip hop podcasts went crazy. Some of it was hate. Some of it was competitiveness. A lot of it was hate. I think they got it right. For the most part, a lot of people think they got it right. I think they got it right. A lot of people think they got it wrong. So now, Complex strikes again. They just put out another list of the most of the top sports personalities, top sports media personalities. I'll tell you like this. Again, I think they got it right. Me personally, me personally, I think they got it right, man. Before we jump into it, make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the share. Most of all, make sure you hit the subscribe and drop comments, man. Let me know how you feel about the list. Let me know how you feel about the list. Let me know how you feel. All the people belong on the list. And I feel like some of the placements may be wrong, but then when you really, really think about it, it's like, damn, who can you move to put this person here and this, and that? But anyway, man, do me a favor, hit the like, share, and subscribe. See, scrolling across the bottom, number 95 northent.com. Go grab some merch. Go check out some merch. Share the site, all that, man. Look at it. I guarantee you're gonna see something you like, man. But all right, man. Let's jump into the list. Let's jump into the list, man. And we're gonna jump into the top 10 because honestly, um, that's kind of where the shakeup is. Only really a couple. Only a couple. I'm gonna say that I feel like it's some shakeup. I feel like it's some shakeup. Number 10, Mina Kimes. Number 9, Michael Irvin. Number 8, JJ Redick. Number 7, No Chill Gilbert Arenas. Number 6, big time. To me, this is big time. Just because of the way things are done. Now it's something new. Draymond Green started it, and he put a name on it. He put a name on it. The new media. The new media. He put a name on it. I like it. I respect it. And as you can see, the new media is actually taking over the old media, and by way of that's what people getting their news from. Not only are they getting their news from the new media, may not be as in depth and you know paper but you're getting a little bit more realism, getting a little bit more opinion based, and you're definitely getting more personality. I'm trying to get this glare out y'all face, man. I'm trying to get this glare out y'all face. But you're definitely getting more personality, and you're getting more eyes on everything. Salute to Cameron and Mace. I ain't even gonna front. Gotta salute them, dog. They just got a big deal. They just got a big deal. I don't know if it was a brand deal or a sponsorship or what, but they just got a big deal. And they doing it, man. And they doing it. They doing it, man. They really doing it, man. I respect it. I respect them. Um, and here's another thing, right? Somebody just tried to call, so hopefully my mic is back on. Hopefully my mic is back on. Here's another thing. When dudes like that, Cameron and Mace, when rappers that these athletes been idolizing and rocking their music, sometimes they get in the mood for a game and all that. Dudes like that commenting on sports. They just told a story about one of the Indianapolis, one of the Pacers players. They commented on something that he had on when he wasn't suited up, when he was on the sideline, and that's all he could think about for the in season tournament. And they said, Cameron said straight up, he ain't locked in for the game. And sure enough, Anthony Davis went out there and put it on him. And you know, stuff like that, just young athletes being around, being in the same parties and clubs and all this that the rappers go to. Now you got a rapper who's into sports, who knows it very well, commenting, and he can tell you, you know, this dude was out here doing this. This dude was out here doing that. He ain't gonna be ready for the game. And with the players being so wrapped up in what they rappers are saying, dudes they grew up listening to and rocking out with, it mean a little bit more when they say something about you. Although him not liking your outfit, that's a stupid reason to you know what I'm saying. That's youth. That's a 20-something-year-old player. He think whatever he put on is gonna be fly. He think whatever he throw on is gonna be fly. He think just because he say it, that makes it law. You know what I'm saying? And it don't go like that. So that tells you another thing too. Influence is more important than money in this day and age. Influence is more important than money. That's big time. Think about that. Influence is more important than money in some cases to some people. Number 5, we're gonna keep moving up the list. Number 5, Shaquille O'Neal, Big Shaq Diesel. Number 4. Now here's another big time thing. Because this is where ESPN really cleaned house. Stephen A. Smith, well, Pat McAfee's number 4, Charles Barkley's number 3, Stephen A. Smith is number 2. So ESPN right now got 2 out of the top 4. They got 2 out of the top 4 right now, with number 4 being Pat McAfee, who signed a huge deal. They actually, what he said was, they bought his show out. They bought his, I guess, his IP maybe. They maybe bought his IP, and then now he is running his show through ESPN, still getting paid. What they did was, I believe, the way I see it, because nothing changed. He's still cussing on air when they flash him on Sports Center First Take with all that. He still say whatever the fuck he want. So what I think they did was they paid him $85 million. I'm sorry, they paid him $85 million to house his show on ESPN, and that's a smart ass move because his show, sports show wise, his show was number 1. His show was killing. Pat McAfee was, first of all, he got Aaron Rodgers on there every Tuesday, and then they had a big deal about that. I guess he gave Aaron Rodgers what, $2 million out of his $85 million deal. But why not? Motherfuckers is tuning in to see Aaron Rodgers on Tuesday. Do you know how big Aaron Rodgers is? So now I got Aaron Rodgers, probably one arm talent wise, one of the best quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers does got a huge following by way of uh like he got like a cult like following. You know what I'm saying? Mix that with Pat McAfee, got Pat McAfee constantly in the top 5. So yeah, I'm gonna give him $2 million too out of 85 million. I'm gonna give him 2 million. Because think about it, the 2 million you paid him, you done made way more than 2 million off of having him on there. You know what I'm saying? And who else he got? AJ Hawk. It didn't say nothing about AJ Hawk, but I'm pretty sure he tightened up. I think he got AJ Hawk on there every day. So AJ Hawk might be a regularly a regular on the payroll. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's smart though. It's smart. It's smart. You know what I'm saying? Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith started his podcast about 6 months ago. I think he's already up to 350 something thousand, 350 something thousand, and growing. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta be real. We gotta be real. We all give Stephen A lot of shit, but I think now over the past 6 months to a year, I think he embraced doing shit the right way. I think he embraced I think he's doing shit for the people now. I don't when they say, he always getting at black men, tearing down black men. I saw that in the beginning. I saw that, and I don't really see that as being the case anymore. Right now I see him because he did a big solid for Shannon Sharp. He heard rumblings that Shannon Sharp was up out of there. He wasn't going to be renewed or whatever. Or how shit gets shady when they about to let you off the job or whatever. He reached out. He made calls to ESPN. He got it done. And then of course, you know, then of course, number one, Shannon Sharp. Of course, number one, of course, he came and just did what he does, man. Yo, Shannon Sharp is that dude, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Shannon Sharp is that dude, man. Shannon Sharp, he's a Hall of Fame football player, right? He's in the NFL Hall of Fame. And generally, if a former athlete is an NBA player or NBA player or NFL player, that's what they would talk about. Shannon Sharp put in work, and you hear him talk about his career. You hear him talk about his NFL career. That's the only thing that mattered. Being as sound as he could be in his career. So now this career, as we can see, he kept the same discipline, the same the same work ethic from growing up to college to high school and he's well versed in a number of sports: boxing, UFC, soccer, NBA, and obviously the NFL is just gonna be what it's gonna be, and baseball. So he's actually more well versed than a lot of journalists by trade. He's more well versed than a bunch of journalists by trade, if you really want to be real. So and then you mix in the stories. He's naturally funny. So you know what I'm saying, dog? That's just like he's just an all around he's number one. He's a bona fide star. And like I said, going back to when I was talking about Joe Budden and all that, it's just the same thing with Joe Budden. He is podcast space. He's the best at what he does. And I think he's better than, and never mind just hip hop and urban. I'm gonna go with Joe Budden being, I'm gonna say top 5 across the board in podcast spaces. I mean, not obviously not like finance and crypto and all this other shit, but I'm talking about podcasts, subjects, topics, um, knowing how to talk to people. He got a series called what is the series called? Humans, I believe. If I might have got that wrong. But he goes and interviews people. He interviewed Mike Tyson. He interviewed people from 9/11, a survivor. He interviewed the guy that killed Osama bin Laden. Like, that's what I'm saying. People talk, but I think Complex is kind of spot on. And if y'all remember, Joe Budden left Complex on not good terms. So he didn't leave on good terms. I'm trying to get this glare out of my face for y'all. But he didn't leave Complex on good terms, and I think their objectivity they got it right. Just like with this sports media personality, they got it right. They got it right. They got it right, man. Shannon Sharpe is number one. And when if you look on YouTube and just scroll, I guarantee you're gonna see, wow, at any given time, 8, 9, 10 Shannon Sharpe clips, shorts, him and Ocho, him and Chad Johnson. You know what I'm saying? They got a show called Nightcap, which is what's really killing it right now. That's the show that I think that put him at number one. Him and Ocho Cinco is wilding out. Not only the sports takes, not only the breakdown, the X's and O's, because they both play the game at a stupid high level. Then you got the life stories. You got the life stories, and Shannon Sharpe got some life stories. Funny as hell. It ain't like it be like stories that put you to sleep, dude. Sometimes, because I'm a truck driver, at night when I'm driving, I fast forward past all the sports talks because I don't give a damn about them games because I don't watch the games or looked at the scores, the box scores. All I care about if my goddamn parlay hit or not. If my fucking parlay didn't hit, I could care less what they talking about. You understand what I'm saying? If my parlay didn't hit, I don't give up what they talking about. What no sports commentator, not just, you know what I'm saying, but when they start getting into the stories and mixing in the life stories and the relationship stories and all that, and they once they get in their bag, Ocho Cinco is next year Complex next year, because Ocho Cinco is on Inside the NFL. So and he be bringing good content too. Cause he's a wild boy. Ocho a wild boy, man. He's a wild boy, and they make a perfect team. You know what I'm saying? They make a perfect team. I think Joy Taylor could have been higher than. I think Joy Taylor could have been higher than number 22. I believe she was at 22. I think she should have been higher than 22. Cause she's good. She's good. Only thing is about Joy Taylor. Sometimes she'll get like I'm trying to say it right. It ain't bad, but you know how sometimes women like to get the upper hand on certain shit. Like sometimes she'll try to do that, and you sitting there next to some dudes that played, and they'll tell you how it is, what it really is. You telling them from the outside looking in, and sometimes she'll go like she'll hold too firm in a point where like sometimes you got to let the factual shit take over based on the subject or whatever. But other than that, I think she's dope. She should have been way higher than 22. I think she should have been higher than 22. But man, to me, the biggest bombshell, because I expected Shannon to be number one, to be honest. Um, the biggest bombshell to me, and it's almost like, see, Skip being number 11. First of all, it's a dude on Skip's show ranked higher than him. Michael Irvin's number 9, and he's on Undisputed with Skip. And he's ranked higher than Skip on his own show. And I don't even think he's on every day. I don't even think he's on every day. But also, it's probably going a lot of it based off last year. When he was on First Take, but he only used to do Mondays though. He only used to do Mondays on First Take. So you know what I'm saying? So next year the list is gonna be jumbled a little bit. Like me personally, I like Gilbert Arenas higher than what was he number 7? I like Gilbert higher than number 7. But then the thing is, who you taking out? Because that top 5, 6, 7, 8, that top 10 is pretty solid. Honestly, that top 10 is pretty solid. I would have liked to seen Max Kellerman in there. Maybe higher than Mina Khan, or replace Mina Khan or JJ Redick. I could tell you why JJ Redick is so high on the list right now. I could tell you why, because he used to go at Stephen A. Smith, and he was right a lot of times. But what I think JJ Redick wasn't doing, he wasn't playing the game. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't playing the game like he was supposed to. He was just, yeah, he made 37. He scored 37 points. He played real good. He played defense. That's it. Nah, dog, you gotta throw some shit in the game. You know what I'm saying? You gotta throw some shit in the game sometime. You gotta, you can't just be all business. You know what I'm saying? You can't be all straight lace, button to the tip top. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what kind of took JJ Redick down a notch, because Max Kellerman get it in. But see, I think some people wanted like Jalen Rose to be up at the Jalen Rose is not really, to me, he's not really that entertaining. I had talked to some people earlier, and they was like, oh, they don't even got Jalen Rose on there, and they fired. I don't think Jalen Rose is that entertaining. You know what I'm saying? He's cool as hell, but everybody's cool nowadays. Everybody's cool. Everybody want to be cool. Everybody's cool. I don't want him to be cool. I want you to be funny. You know what I'm saying? Well, this is the consensus. You should be funny. You should be combative, argumentative. Pick sides. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Pick sides. Pick a favorite. You know what I'm saying? But if you notice about Shannon, right? Shannon Sharp, he never ever like he don't mind going out on a limb. He'd throw on a goat mask. He had on a goat mask. You know what I'm saying? He'd come out there, pour a drink on his show. He poured you know what I'm saying? Just like fun, man. Have fun, man. Like, he get the job done. He break down, he analyze, and then when the game talk is over, then he get into that foolishness. You know what I'm saying? And that foolishness, you gotta think about it. It's holiday time. People ain't got money. People ain't got jobs. People stressed out, man. And a lot of times, you watching sports to take your mind off shit. Boom. So he talk about that, and then he start with the bull jiving, as he call it. He start the bull jiving with the beat. You know what I'm saying? And with the foolishness. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we want to hear. You know what I'm saying? At least them 2 hours that he's online, him and Ocho, you know you're gonna laugh. You know you're gonna laugh. You know you're gonna enjoy yourself. You ain't gonna be thinking about no phone call. You ain't gonna be thinking about none of that. You understand what I'm saying? The only thing you're gonna do is enjoy that time online. And that's really what we all want to do, man. That's what we all want to do. We just want to give y'all some enjoyment while y'all watching us. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it, man. But Skip, the way he did Shannon Sharpe, got a lot to do with that number 11. Because that number 11 ain't good. I ain't gonna front. The shit he talk and the way he look at himself, that number 11 ain't good. That number 11 ain't sitting good with Skip. I can tell you that shit right now. That number 11 is not sitting good with Skip. Skip is not feeling that number 11. And then you got to look on there and see Michael Irvin higher than you. Shit. Listen, man, the Skip ain't with that. Skip ain't with that. You understand? So that's it, man. That's it. That's all. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Drop comments. Tell me how you think the list was. If you like the list, if you agree, let me know, man. And we coming back to do it all again in a couple days, in a day, in a couple hours. We might pop on anytime. We're gonna get a set schedule though, because like I said, the podcast space is almost ready. It's gonna be like I'll say the second week in January. Second week in January, I should have everything set up. Everything finished getting moved around, and we're gonna throw a schedule out there. Let me know. And it's gonna be in the afternoon or late morning. I would say 12 noon to like 1 or 1:30. That may be the time frame. And it may be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Maybe. Maybe more, maybe less. But I believe it's going to be 12 noon to 1:30. That's how we're going to do it, man. But again, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Drop comments below. Go check this out wherever podcast is uploaded. Wherever you get your podcast, we on there. We on there, man. Wherever you get your podcast. Email me, therealmojotv1@gmail.com with any ideas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, we about to make moves, man. We about to make big time moves. It's a lot of stuff coming up. I don't want to start talking about it now because it ain't right on the forefront, but it's a lot of stuff coming up, man. And don't forget, man, the number 95 North ENT.com for the merch. I'm about to put that in here right now. Boom, for the merch. There we go. There we go, man. Run over there. Check out the merch. Share it if you don't like it. Share it. Somebody might like it, but it's everything over there. Phone cases, masks. You know, they saying COVID spinning the block. The shit really never left. But, you know, it's masks, bags, hats, all kind of stuff, man. T-shirts, fleeces, everything, man. Go over there. Check that out. And tell me what you think about it, man. We out of here. Peace out, y'all. Love.